Hey guys, it's Britt, and I'm super inspired to talk about this today, talking about choosing soul over fear, okay? Because this is something that even continues to come up for me. Like, I was talking about it with one of my clients today on a call. Say hi to me, you guys, when you pop on too, about, the fear, or actually I think even the words that she used was like the terror of going on a video. And it really reminded me of, when I used to have this fear. Hey, Kylie. When I used to have this fear, like literally, it was like a paralyzing fear. Like, I feel like I almost threw up the first time I ever did a live video, you guys. And like, this shit is scary. And honestly, I still get nervous every time I get on a video, every time I get on a client call, or every time, like, these fears, like these ego thoughts that maybe you're not enough, or maybe you're too much, or maybe you're too weird, or maybe people are gonna totally ditch you, like if they know the real you. These fears never really leave you, I don't think. And it's just something that you have to continually decide to choose soul over fear, okay? So does that make sense so far, you guys? Like, this is just something that is like, I wish I could have told myself this a long time ago, and I would have started a lot sooner with my soul business. So this is something that I'm seeing happen with a lot of clients. This is something I'm seeing come up a lot, is this fear of being your real full soul self, right? Because, and here's the thing, you guys, this fear is totally normal, because in previous times, like in different past lifetimes, some of us who were healers and teachers and light workers of the world were maybe even like killed or burned at the stake as witches, or maybe there is just some aspect of this in our cellular memory. And this is one of the reasons why we can have such a paralyzing fear to share from our soul and to be our real soul self and share our soul gifts. This was actually something that I experienced in a past life regression hypnosis. Was this past life where I was being killed for doing, like, I think I was doing astrology or some kind of, like basically the same shit I do, right? Like the healing stuff. So these fears can be very real, and I'm not trying to discount them, but we need to move through them and recognize that in this lifetime, at this moment of time, it is so important for us to choose soul over fear. So say hi to me, you guys. Who's on here? Are you ready to choose soul over fear? Are you guys ready to choose soul over fear? And what exactly do I mean by that? So what I mean is, choose your joy of living. Choose the path of your highest joy over your fears of it not working, or your fears of not being good enough, or your fears of fucking it up, or your fears of being rejected by people close to you when you share your real self. It's about choosing the soul pull, choosing that feeling of what you're really meant to be doing on this earth over the fear of what other people are going to think, over the fear of it not working out, okay? It's about choosing yourself over any of those thoughts, okay? And, the fear will maybe always be there, right? And it's just about continually choosing your soul, choosing yourself. It's an act of self-love, really, to choose your soul, right? Like, I remember back when I first started doing this now, almost 3 years ago, you guys, I started online here, and I started to, have an online business. I kind of did astrology a bit before, probably for the last 5 years or so, but it was really the last 3 years when I started going full on with this online business stuff. And I had so many fears, and, people, family members, telling you that it's not a good idea to share your real self. Like, this is something that can come up. Losing people that were close to you, partners. These are all very real things. Losing close friends when you start being your real soul self. These are all things that can happen. I don't want to say they will happen, because I think in some cases we can keep our soul people around, but losing people is a very normal part of soul evolution, right? And here's the thing too, when you go all out and you fully commit to yourself and your soul, the right people will love the new you, right? And the wrong people will get offended or get hurt or get mad at you or leave your life. And, you know, maybe they'll come back at a later date. It's not your job to leave everybody in your life and make sure you're always keeping everybody happy by being the version of yourself that they want you to be. Okay, I want to repeat that. It's not your job to be the version of yourself that everybody else wants to have in their life. Okay, you get to be the versions of yourself that your soul is calling you to be. And sometimes that's going to be the version of yourself that pisses off people who have been in your life for a long time. And it's normal to have fear of that. It's normal to, you know, not want to lose those people that are close to you and want to stay small and want to stay, you know, people pleasing, right? It's normal to have those feelings, but if you want to live your joy of living, if you want to help people in the way that you know you came to this earth to help people, you're going to have to rise above that, okay? And, you know, there's people like me who are holding your hand through all of this, okay? There's people like me who have done it. And honestly, I would not have the joy of living that I have today if I would have stayed in that small version of myself, that fearful version of myself who cared so much about what other people thought and who valued the opinions of others above my own opinion. Or actually, I don't really think I ever actually valued other people's opinions over my own opinion, but I wanted to appear that I did. I wanted to appear that I cared, right? And, you know, the most valuable thing you can do, the most powerful act of self-love is to follow your own soul and do what you know you came to this earth to do. Even though everybody in the world may disagree, you stand strong in who you are. Okay? So think of a version of yourself right now. Like, think of this version of yourself who literally you are standing strong in your purpose. You are standing strong in your joy and what you know you came to this earth to do. Imagine if everybody hated you. And imagine if you could just deflect all of these opinions off of yourself and stand strong in the center of your being. That's the real you. That's the real you, you guys. The real you, the real soul level you is not bound by these fears, is not bound by these, you know, irrational thoughts of people leaving you and hey, Shirley, the real you is not affected by that, and the real soul you is untouchable. And the real soul understanding here is that you are always loved by your soul. And even if these other people in your life appear to dislike the new you or find fault with the new you, hey, Amy, even if that appears to be true in this physical reality, when you start sharing from your soul and being your real soul self, even if that appears to be true, even if you appear to lose people, right? At the soul level, there's always love there. And even the people who take issue with you being your real, full, bold, unapologetic, controversial self, even the people that take issue with you, they might actually be, well, actually not might, they are probably like totally, okay, let's just be real. They're totally being helped by you, okay? Because once someone is so empowered to choose their own soul, it reflects out and it's healing to everybody else who comes in contact. So when you have the balls, that's the only word I could think of, when you have the balls to be your real true soul self, even though it is scary and those fears are real, and because of, you know, maybe past lives that you've had, like this can feel like terror. This can feel like, oh my God, I am literally so scared to go on a Facebook Live, like I'm gonna throw up and I'm gonna die. That's what I felt like the first time I ever did one, right? Even though it feels so real like that, the payoff of being your real soul self is amazing. Like I said, you guys, I would not be the joy of living if I didn't choose to go all out in my soul mission, okay? And I had people leave me. I had many people say that it was stupid or it wouldn't work, and they said that for a while. Like, you have to just keep going no matter what, like if all the opinions of the world are being thrown at you and saying that's a stupid idea, you can't do that, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't say that, you shouldn't be that, even if every single fucking person in the entire world was like, fuck you, it's up to you to choose yourself and choose your own soul over those voices, and you will be blessed. And here's the thing, like those people that are hating on you or that take issue with the free, unapologetic version of yourself that you are now choosing to bring into being, the real soul you, right? Those people are just scared. They're just scared. They're just holding on to their egos. They're holding on to their, you know, sad, scared inner child versions of themselves. They wish they were you. They wish they were you. So is that making sense, you guys? Like, oh my God, this is just like, this is everything. Choosing yourself, choosing your soul over anything else, even the voices in your own head that say it can't work, right? Like when you are going out of your way and you are doing something bold and you are following soul and doing like what you're really meant to do on this earth. Like with my clients, a lot of them are really feeling the call, like it's time to start their online business, right? It's time to quit working for someone else, start working for yourself, right? Like this is kind of the theme that's really been coming up lately. So how to have the boldness to do that, even when you look around you in your life and you don't really maybe know anybody else in person who has chosen a life path like that, right? Like it's freaking scary, and like it is scary, but here's the thing, you don't have a desire for something without also having the ability to fulfill that desire. Okay, if you have the desire to work for yourself, work online from your soul, sharing your soul, that is meant for you. This is your path, and your soul will guide you to the way. Okay, your soul will guide you to other people who can help you, right? Like I learned all this stuff from, I think the first person I ever saw who was doing what I was doing online was Amanda Frances. This was almost 3 years ago now. I bought one of her courses like 3 years ago, and then I ended up finding a different coach in her Facebook group who I ended up hiring as a one-on-one coach, and she taught me how to do basically everything with the online business. And then I've worked with like hundreds of coaches since then who've helped me with other things too, but I learned from other people, and those people were shown to me by my soul. Like you aren't just randomly coming across people on the internet. Like everything is so meaningful, and I really do believe like you have a soul contract with certain people to help you along your way. So start paying attention and start noticing the people that you're being guided to, and trusting that these people are there for a very specific purpose, and their specific energetic frequency is helping you along your way to your dream life. But you got to follow those pulls too, right? Like the hardest part is like trusting yourself enough to follow your own soul above the fear, right? You're always going to feel like maybe you can't do it, or maybe you're not good enough. You're always going to kind of look at people that are doing amazing things and think, oh, well, I just don't have it in me. Like, I'm not good. Like, oh my God, you guys, I used to fucking do astrology, right? And I got this really awesome comment the other day in my Facebook group that I want to share with you, but it was from someone who's been following me on here for a while. But anyways, the comment was like, oh, I have loved watching you. Like, you inspire me because you have these very difficult astrological placements that I thought were just like a nightmare. And I think the two placements were like Saturn in Pisces and North Node in Scorpio, which are known to be quite difficult astrological placements with a lot of like emotional stuff and like darkness to be healed and stuff like that. And that this person was like, just like, you inspire me because I know you have those placements and I've seen like what you've done with your life, right? And I actually got a lot of comments like this on my from my YouTube videos too, because I started out doing astrology, you guys. And you know, people are so surprised that I have these astrological placements. Like I have Pluto in Scorpio, I have, you know, North Node in Scorpio, Saturn in Pisces. And anyways, these are known to be like particularly dark placements that can show a lot of suffering and like a difficult life, which ultimately leads to, you know, psychic ability or emotional understanding and stuff like that. But anyways, like, you can be doing this, like, as astrologers, this is what I see people do, is they think, oh, I have this placement, I'm not able to create my life, or I'm not able to create my dream relationship because I have Venus making this aspect with Saturn or whatever. Or like, this is what people who are into astrology would do, but what this looks like for just regular people who don't know astrology would be like, well, I can't do that because of my childhood, or I can't, you know, have success because, you know, nobody I've ever known has, or like, I can't do this because I'm not smart enough. I can't do this because I'm not good enough. I can't because of this and this and this and this and this. And what I want you to know is that everybody feels like that. And, you know, I'm not saying everybody has the same struggles. We all actually have different levels of struggles, right, you guys? And we all actually at the soul level chose our challenges that we wanted to work through in this lifetime. And, you know, we all came with our own specific set of emotional junk to work through. And that's all specific to each of us, but it is all soul chosen, and it's not chosen without a purpose. Like, you were given what you were given to build the most amazing life that you can, and you can build the most amazing life that is in your imagination. Like, we can achieve anything. Our minds are so powerful. I have only done like 0.5 of what I'm gonna do on this earth already, you guys, and like, this is how powerful humans are, and we just haven't been taught this. You know, we're taught that we're not really taught anything about our own power. We're not taught about the power of our subconscious mind. We're not taught about our power to heal ourselves. Like, we're not taught this stuff. This is stuff that you have to choose to learn if you want to live an amazing life. And, you know, the people out there that you see that are living an amazing life and do have what you want, like, that's real. And it's meant for you. And you wouldn't even be able to see it in another if it wasn't meant for you too, right? And we all have our own specific set of challenges to work through that we are fully capable of working through and overcoming with the power of our soul. And we all have our own specific set of dreams that we are meant to live for the good of all. Hey, Matthew. Yeah, this is totally a live that is not specific to just women. Most of my teachings, if not all of my teachings, unless I'm talking about masculine, feminine, energetics or whatever, but even then, like, all my teachings apply to everybody, although I am mostly speaking to women. But yeah, you guys, like, that was a pretty good little rant. Is that all making sense so far? Got water on my nose. So yeah, you guys, I just want you to know the fear is real, the fear is normal, but you can choose your soul over fear. And you can ask your soul and you can ask God to help you through the fear and make it easier for you. But deep down, you know the path. Like, you know the path of your highest joy. You do. And nobody else can tell you what it is. Like, you know what it is. You know what you're meant to be doing. It's just up to you to have the courage to follow that soul path. Anybody can do it. It's a choice to follow the soul path. Anyways, you guys, I think that's probably all I wanted to share today. Let me see if there's anything else coming through here. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. You have a very unique and specific purpose here. You are meant for it, you are made for it. Quit fucking around and let's do it now. Let's create your dream life right now. Manifest Your Dream Life School is starting in 2 days, you guys. I've just added an extended payment plan for you, so you can join us today for only like $100 or $103. It's insane. Anyways, you guys, that's not milk. That's water. Sometimes it's milk. Sometimes if you see me, like my tits leak all the time. So anyways, Manifest Your Dream Life School, you guys, is happening in 2 days. You can join us now for a super easy low payment plan. I'm going to post the link in the comments after this. This is for you if you want to master manifestation in all areas of your life. We're going to be going deep into literally like every area: relationships, soul work, soul purpose, soul activation. Like, it is just going to be so freaking fun and amazing. It's a 5-week-long course. It's literally back to school for manifestation. You get 5 live trainings and a bunch of other trainings that are also amazing and super healing. Hey, Robert. And yeah, it's just going to be so jam-packed, you guys. And you get lifetime access too, because yeah, I'm really giving you a lot. Like, this is going to be like my signature course that you want to use to literally manifest anything and everything. It's going to be fun. It's going to be next level. I'm going to post it in the comments. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. And if you're more interested in working at the one-on-one level with me, message me about that as well, because I'm going to be raising my prices at the end of the month. So if you're interested in working together one-on-one, where you can have my personal attention on your life, and you know, we can talk every day on Voxer, have sessions, message me about that if you're curious. And yeah, you guys, I think that's all I wanted to say. I will leave you with just, yeah, you came for the joy of living, but you won't get to the joy of living by listening to Fear Over Soul. I struggled a lot with happiness and with self-worth and with confidence in myself and in my life when I wasn't listening to my soul. And I heard my soul, but I was too scared to listen. And, you know, I could have actually manifested things a lot quicker had I just listened to my soul first, right? And that's really all I have to say today. Follow your soul above the fears. You are worth it. You deserve it. You are meant for it. You are made for it. You are made for greatness. And you came for the joy of living. Bye, guys.